All right. Hello, hello. Welcome, Ricky. For those who don't know, Ricky loves traveling, loves having fun and adventuring with his beautiful partner, Rose. They also went to Japan for a Najik's 50th convention and traveled around to Tokyo and Osaka. And it was so nice seeing you and your crew travel around and look at all the amazing things there and just enjoy all the amazing stuff that we love so much about it too, especially like your great cake hunt. I am so disappointed in you that you so disappointed for you, sorry, that you like actually found a cake in a can vending machine and it was sold out. Like literally so tragic. Is there anything specific about Japan that you loved the most?
Honestly, I loved everything about it. I love the culture, I love the food, but just most of all, I found that I loved being at the events. So we went to Vegas last year, and honestly, I came off the back of that very overwhelmed. So I wanted to quit, and
Wow.
I took a couple of months off. I just doing kind of my own thing, but then I jumped back in. But being in Japan, it just really, I don't know, it just lit a fire underneath me, and just being amongst, I think, more of our team was what really helped because we traveled from Tokyo down to Osaka with our great friends Lisa and Steve as well as Brandon. But when we were in Okinawa, we literally were joined by like another 15 of our team members. So just being around the team and being around that proximity really helped me realize that this is exactly what I want to be part of. I want to be part of a community that supports each other and a community that wants to see each other win because that's what it's all about. We're in the same business. It's like there's no competition, there's no rivalry. We just want to see each other win.
Yeah. Yeah, it was my first event going to Japan, so the same thing. It was very overwhelming, but it was just so nice to be around everybody and just know that anyone can do this too. Like all the stories, all the everyday people that are like smashing their goals that are coming from like the slums in India to like having tens of thousands of people on their team and the impact and stuff that they've
Mm.
made. Like me and you aren't financially connected, but like, we caught up in the park that day and you extended the welcome, you and Rose, and like there's no competition. It's all we all embrace each other and want to see each other win. And yeah, it's pretty cool. How do you mind sharing with everyone, like, sort of where you were at in life, what you were doing, and kind of what made you jump into the business initially?
All right. So for me, I was working at FedEx and I've been working there for almost 12 years. And when the world got thrown upside down and it was just chaos, I got put into a position where I had to choose between my own personal values and what they taught us was normal. So I chose my own personal values. So I ended up getting laid off at my job. And I remember like sitting at the cemetery visiting my mum this one time, and I was like, okay, what should I do? What can I do? There has to be something. I tried crypto, I tried stocks, and just didn't work out for me. So I'm like, dude, you're an idiot. Rosetta's been like creating this success for 2.5 years. Why not jump in with her? So I decided to jump into a Magic, and I had no experience. I had no prior like learning. I'd been around the business for 2.5 years, so I knew it. Like I knew a lot about it, and Rose will probably say I'm completely wrong, but I feel like I knew a lot more about the compensation plan and the actual business model than what she did at the time because I'd been watching her for so long. And it wasn't just that, it was also seeing so many other people, like everyday people like us, Jess, where they're just literally everyday people. They started off like in massive debt. We've got Jaxie who was in 300K debt. We've got Shannara who was in like 50, $60,000 in debt, and they've gone on to literally wipe that debt off and be in total profit and just be debt free. Like that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to do, and just have that freedom to choose in life. Because at the end of the day, like I love travel. Just shared before, I love traveling, and if it was up to me, I'd be traveling right now. But I have to work towards that, and that's something that I am doing. I'm working towards that, and this is what this business can really do for you is like create that time freedom, financial freedom, and just the freedom to do whatever you really want to do.
Yeah, and as everyday people, like you don't have that opportunity, but like it's not so much about you just kind of it doesn't matter what cards you've been dealt, you can change that, can't you? And I think that this business is really that opportunity for anybody and everybody you've got to put in the work, obviously, but what else can really give you that freedom of choices and opportunities and changing your life? And it's just about having the strength and being bold and brave enough to jump in and give it a go. Because at the end of the day, there's nothing to lose and everything to gain from that. And yeah, 9 to 5 is never going to allow you to create that freedom. You either work
No,
yourself to the bone so you've got enough money to pay the bills and go on a 4 week holiday every year, or you don't work as much, but then you're not allowed those extra luxuries in life then. Like, yeah, it's just the income of this business can allow for so much more. And the legacy, leaving behind something for my kids, like leaving behind something that will allow them those choices and opportunities for years and generations to come. Like, that's incredible.
it really, really is. And you touched on the legacy, and that's like I don't personally have kids, but I want to be able to set myself up where I'm getting that like continual residual income monthly for life,
Mm,
regardless of how my business is going. That's where the juicy part is, because there's a lot of like businesses out there that have a compensation plan, but it's nothing compared to what we have here within Enagic. Like within your first, what is it, like 5 to 7 sales, you can get your investment back and then be in total profit thereafter. What other business, what other industry allows that and does that for you?
mm.
Like there's none out there.
No, not at all. Not at all. Um, yeah. What else was I going to ask you? What's changed since you've started in the biz? Like how has your life sort of changed and evolved? And have you got new perspectives? Like, yeah.
Yeah, so for me, I feel like what's changed the most has been my mindset around myself. This business is more than just the financial side of things. That's just the byproduct of what this business can do. It's being able to jump into mentorships, jump into trainings that really allow us to grow, that allow us to evolve into not just a leader within the business, but a better person, a better mother, a better father, a better husband, like whatever it is that you are, you get to become that better version. And this business really allows you to step into that version that has been hiding away for so long. So for me, I spent a lot of years dealing with a lot of depression and anxiety. And for me, that was really like the turning point was when I decided to jump in and do personal development. And it just like doesn't matter how much it costs. What you get out of it is worth way more than what you put into it.
Yeah, definitely. I've noticed you have like such a deep sense of commitment and love for your family. Like it's so heartwarming to see because I come from a very different background where the men in my life aren't very good at that self-expression. Were you like that beforehand, or has this business and, pushing you into that personal development, has that kind of brought that out of you?
No, I feel like I've always been pretty much an open book. I am, look, I'm not going to lie, I am a very emotional person, so that's probably where that comes from. But I've been like a very open book in ways where it was like, so my mum passed away 9.5 years ago, and when I went away literally a month after she passed. I traveled to New Zealand. I traveled by myself. Honestly, it was the best thing that I could have done. But I shared, personal details and personal like perspectives with people that I met along the way, because I just feel like talking about it is so much more valuable than holding it in. Because when you hold it in, you don't deal with it. You're just bottling it up, and then at one point you're just going to explode. But I have found that jumping into the personal development has obviously amplified it, and it's made me realize like why I was like that, and it's made me like aware that if I'm ever in that state again, to shift that mindset like very quickly, where it used to take me like days and weeks and a long time, where if I'm in a state where I'm like depressed or anxious, I know how to handle it. I know how to address it and shift it in a way where it could only be like half an hour, half a day. It's not like prolonged where I'm dealing with it like in a week's time or 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, you're not kind of go in this loop of,
Yes.
yeah, this emotional roller coaster that you kind of can't get yourself out of. And yeah, it's so cliche. Like when you start it, you hear the business, you hear everyone sort of saying, "Oh, you're not going to be the same person in 12 months' time. You're not going to be the same person." And I was like, "Yeah, whatever. Like I'll still be me." But yeah, it's not so much about changing who you are. It's just bringing yourself out, isn't it? And being self-expressed.
Yep.
Just being aware of the silly little things that you tell yourself on a daily basis that aren't true, like, I'm not good enough, or I'm not good, I can't be a leader, or it won't work for me. Like what do they say? You've got like, you make 30,000 decisions a day or something, or you have those many choices and
Yep.
go through your head. And it's just about catching those little negative parts of you and that negative voice and changing it. And it's being aware of it is that sort of first step, because it is like, you sort of have the weight of the world on your shoulders if you're not sharing it and getting it out there. And yeah, it's been a journey for me, because I never even thought about personal development until I got sort of thrown into it, and it's like forced upon you. But now I can definitely say I'm not the same person I was a year ago. It's funny how that all works. Do you have any words of wisdom for those people out there that sort of want more from life, but have those little negative voices and have that doubt sort of holding them back from jumping in
All
and
right.
doing something different?
Totally. So, question I'm going to ask you is what you're currently doing going to get to is what you're currently doing going to get you to where you want to be? If you, whether it's traveling, whether it's want to be like spending more time with your kids, if you got newborn kids, I know it's super important to be there within those first couple of years to help strengthen that baby's bond. Um, do you want to give back? Do you want to like be a volunteer somewhere? Is what you're currently doing going to get you there? And if it's a no, I highly recommend you reach out to Jess, because what we've got here is unmatched. The compensation plan is the best that I've seen. And the community you get to become part of, it's one big family. It's a massive family. The people that I've met within this business, they've become like lifelong friends. They've been welcomed into our home, and we've been welcomed into their home. What like when I was working at my job, I know that I had a few close friends there. And yes, I opened my house up and everything like that, but it was only like two or three people in like within those 12 years that I opened my home up. We've opened our house up to like so many people to come in and stay the night, stay a couple of nights. That's what this business does, is you get to become part of that family that at times I feel like we desperately need. We need community. We need that connection where we have these people to rely on, to lean on, to show us that we're all human at the end of the day. Not everything's going to go the right way, but we've got people here that that will literally lend an ear and be there for you no matter what. And you're not going to be left alone. You're not going to be thrown out to the wolves. You're going to be like guided, through mentorships, through the community trainings. Everything's here for you. So you just need to jump in, make a decision, make an educated decision, and check out what we've got. Because once you see what we've got, you can't unsee it, and you're going to have sleepless nights.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the community blew me away. Like, it's
Mm.
just so nice knowing that you're not in it alone. Like the person that I sort of came in with, like I call her up, we talk all the time, me and Jody, like all the time, like even
Yeah.
about personal stuff, like I know she's got my back. And if I'm having one of those like, oh, I can't do this days, that especially was in the beginning, like of the doubt and stuff, because you haven't built that, like
Mm.
confidence in yourself, just to know that like I can get on a call or send her a message and she can just whip my butt back into place and put that belief back into me and empower me and build me up again. And it's so nice being able to do that for other people now, and just the impact we can have on other people. Like it's, when I started, it was all about me and changing my life, and then it was, and my families. I wanted to lighten the load and help my mom and help my partner not work so much, and then it just grows and grows and grows, and
Yeah.
you realize what you can do for other people and the impact that you can have. And you just got to be bold enough to go, you know what, I've got nothing to lose and everything to gain, and if I just keep staying on the hamster wheel, nothing will change.
Hmm.
You've just got to be bold enough to jump off and give it a go.
Absolutely right. That's so spot on because it is a hamster wheel. You just keep on going, keep on going, keep on going, and then soon enough you're going to realize, shit, I'm in my 50s, I'm in my 60s. I don't have that much long to work, but I want to enjoy life. What do I do? So, like, decide now to change your life and become that person that you want to become, because don't wait until there's a dire moment, whether your health deteriorates, whether there's an incident in the family. Don't wait until then. Jump in now and start it now.
100%. Well, thank you so much for your time today, Ricky. So much appreciated. And
You-
yeah, if
You're
anyone
so welcome.
and yeah, if anyone is curious and wants to have a chat, either reach out to me or Ricky, and we can take you through and explain what we do online and how we make money, and yeah, introduce you to the amazing community that we have. See you
Yeah,
later.
amazing. Thank you so much, Jess.
Have a wonderful day.
You too. Bye.